Have you ever heard a single sentence, just a few words, that changed the way millions of people felt almost instantly? What if I told you that BTS's Kim Taehyung, the man the world calls V, has just spoken words that shocked even the most loyal ARMY? And what if I also told you that behind the scenes HYBE is quietly preparing something so big, so strategic, that it could shape the future of BTS forever? Before we dive into this emotional story together, let me ask you something. Do you love BTS? Do you love Taehyung? Do you want to hear the truth, the behind-the-scenes feelings, the real emotions? If your answer is yes, then stay with me till the very end. And hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe now is the time. Because here we don't just tell stories, we feel them together. The calm before the storm. There are moments in life when everything seems quiet. Almost too quiet. That's exactly how it felt in the world of BTS for a while. The members were serving, life seemed to move on, ARMY kept supporting, and Taehyung, he was doing his own thing, sharing little glimpses of his life, his music, his feelings. But then, something happened. Something small, but powerful. Sentence. A statement from Taehyung that fans never expected. And the world stopped for a second. You see, Taehyung isn't the kind of person who speaks for attention. He's quiet, thoughtful, and when he finally says something, it has weight. So when he opened up, ARMY felt every word like a wave crashing into their hearts. The statement that shook ARMY. Let me ask you, have you ever felt like someone you admired suddenly revealed a side of themselves you didn't see coming? That's what Taehyung did. He said something honest, something raw. Words that showed his vulnerability, his fears, but also his unshakable hope. And in that moment, ARMY realized Taehyung wasn't just a global superstar. He was human, a man who dreams, struggles, hurts, and loves, just like anyone else. But here's the twist. While ARMY was still processing Taehyung's words, something bigger was happening behind closed doors. HYBE, the company that built BTS into the phenomenon we know today, was preparing a move. Not a small move, major one. And whether fans liked it or not, it was going to change everything. Chapter 3, Taehyung's heart on display. You know, Taehyung has always been different. He's not afraid to show emotions. He'll laugh loudly, cry silently, or sing with a voice that sounds like velvet poured into your soul. So when he spoke, it wasn't just about music. It was about his journey, about the pressure of being Kim Taehyung, the idol, the artist, the man who belongs to millions, yet sometimes feels he belongs to no one. Do they really see me? That's the question that floated between the lines of his statement. And ARMY? Oh, ARMY felt it. Because behind every idol there's a person. And behind every smile there's a story. HYBE's secret preparation. While Taehyung's words spread across social media, HYBE was moving silently. Meetings were being held. Decisions were being made. Whispers turned into rumors. And rumors began to feel like inevitable reality. HYBE knew one thing. BTS's future wasn't just about music anymore. It was about legacy. It was about strategy. It was about making sure that even in absence, BTS would never fade. So what was this move? Some say it was about business expansion. Some say it was about new projects, new music, or maybe even a reshaping of the BTS brand itself. But the truth, it was bigger than all of that. The fans' tears and reactions. Let me pause and ask you something. When you heard Taehyung's words, how did you feel? Because ARMY around the world broke down in tears. Some said they felt proud of him. Some said they felt protective, like they wanted to hug him and say, "You're not alone." And some were scared. Scared of change. Scared of what HYBE was planning. Scared of a future where BTS might not be the same. But here's the beauty of ARMY. No matter the fear, the love always wins. Behind the curtain, Taehyung and HYBE. Now imagine this. Taehyung, sitting in a quiet room, reading the headlines about his own statement. Some praising him. Some twisting his words. Some connecting it to HYBE's secret plans. And he's thinking, did I say too much? Did I open up too far? But at the same time, maybe he feels relief. Because for once, he didn't speak as V of BTS. He spoke as Kim Taehyung. Meanwhile, HYBE's executives are preparing their next step. Charts, graphs, contracts, opportunities, but also risks. Because they know, one wrong move and the ARMY's trust could shatter. And without ARMY, there is no BTS. The storm of speculation. The internet exploded. Videos, tweets, articles, everyone was talking. What did Taehyung mean? Is HYBE planning something huge? Is this the end of BTS as we know it? Speculation is like fire. Once it starts, it spreads fast. And ARMY? They wanted answers. But here's the thing about BTS. They've always been full of surprises. Just when you think you know what's coming, they prove you wrong. And this time, it was no different. The message hidden in his words. When you look deeper into Taehyung's statement, it wasn't just sadness. It was also strength. It was also love. He was reminding ARMY, I am here. I am human. And I am with you. Sometimes we mistake vulnerability for weakness. But Taehyung showed the opposite. His honesty was his power. And it became a bridge, connecting his heart to millions of fans across oceans, languages, and time zones. HYBE's major move. Now let's return to HYBE. What was the big move? Insiders whispered that it wasn't just about music. It was about positioning BTS as more than idols, as legends, as a cultural force that could survive decades. HYBE's plan was to create something lasting, to ensure that BTS, even while serving, even while resting, even while exploring solo paths, would remain untouchable. And whether you love or hate HYBE's strategies, one thing is clear. They know how to build empires. The emotional twist. Here's the twist. While HYBE was preparing its move, while ARMY was crying, while the world was debating, Taehyung was smiling quietly. Why? 'Cause he knew something. Something the world didn't see yet. That no matter what happens, no contract, no company, no strategy can ever break the bond between BTS and ARMY. That bond is forever. And that is stronger than any business decision. ARMY's promise. And so, ARMY began to speak. Not in boardrooms, not in headlines, but in millions of voices across the internet. We are here. We will wait. We will stand by you. Taehyung's statement, HYBE's moves. They all led to one powerful reminder. BTS was never just 7 men. It was always BTS plus ARMY. Family. The bigger picture. Let's step back for a moment. Do you realize what's happening here? A superstar bears his heart. A company makes a giant move. And millions of fans respond with love. This isn't just news. This is history. We are witnessing the evolution of BTS. Not as idols, but as legends. A motivational ending. So here's the message I want you to take with you today. Life is full of surprising statements. Moments where someone you love says something that shakes you, scares you, or even makes you cry. But those moments, they're not endings. They're beginnings. Taehyung reminded us that it's okay to be vulnerable. HYBE reminded us that the future is always moving. And ARMY reminded us that love is stronger than fear. So if you're listening right now, let me tell you this. Whatever storm you're facing, whatever uncertainty you feel, remember Taehyung's honesty. Remember HYBE's courage to plan. And remember ARMY's endless love. Because together, those 3 things teach us one truth. No matter how dark the night, the morning will always come. And maybe, just maybe, that's the real story of BTS. So, if you felt this story in your heart, don't leave without subscribing. Because this family we've built here is just like ARMY. Always growing. Always together. Always forever.